Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Deep to return is Cavante Turpin.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Etienne once more.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tuli Pelotu, he got in there and met him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Richardson off the play fake.
On the move to his left.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the shotgun, May with it. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards that time for number 19.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Williams running left. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The Vikings at 8-4 now in the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
To the air, May.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Brock Bowers.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now it's Richardson. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Richardson working from the gun. Now he's free at the 35.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jerick McKinnon.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May.
And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Vikings 6.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, it's May.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. To throw, it's May.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, May.
Man open left side, it's Williams.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off play action, Richardson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they see.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Falcons grab it. And his guy. Get the football at their own 47-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Got his man. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here is May. Open man down the field. That's Odunze.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's May. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. They'll throw with May.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Brock Bowers
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings had 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Sheds off the tackle.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Play action. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Still on his feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Mechie, the man in motion. Here's Richardson to throw.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Richardson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Caught left side by Mechie.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like
touchdown, Falcons. Isaiah McKenzie, 43 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. To the air, May. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brock Bowers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Richardson looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Richardson working from the gun. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Back to the air with Richardson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Courtland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
34. Falcons 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Falcons 24.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first.
Williams loses the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamental.
Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Higbee, 34 yards.
And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And just shutting him off there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Looking to throw. May.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's May.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw.
Still going inside the 20. He's got the first down and then some.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Rome Odunze, 47 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to...
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On first down, McFarland down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. McFarland once more. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they go play action with May.
He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they got it first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
This is caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
They're going on fourth down. May
rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They can convert, and they turn it over.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Travis Etienne on his horse.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Travis Etienne, 98 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here comes a reverse.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, McFarland.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
From the gun, it's May.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
McFarland running out of the gun.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing here is May.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Richardson.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Off play action. Richardson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game, and the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action now. May. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw with May.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 23 yards on the play.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another toe for ETN. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now they'll go with a reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
To the air, May.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
McFarland will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
May going to try and throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he returns this to the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
ETN up the middle.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Richardson.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Richardson to throw it.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
That's to his running back, complete. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
On play action, May.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's May.
And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles.
Hey, Big Daddy, where you going? Call me Flo Milli, I be flowing, yeah. Skinny, thick pockets on Samoans, woo. I be really rapping, I be damn. Michael Jackson, I'm the baddest, Around he might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with a friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple, black, made back, yeah, that's me. That ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That yo, she ain't me. want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Man, what do you want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, I'm impatient. Trip off who? I'm on vacation. I pop when I do it, I'm flagrant. Never is out bake. Please don't compare me to